Is there a shortage of food there, like they say it is? Caste system. How's the caste system? Is there a caste system? How much food does a family of four get then? You think he'll ever use a nuke?
What made you come ask me a question?
Because I've never seen this before. Asking North Korea.
Okay, awesome. All right, amazing. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for answering the question. Yes. So what questions do you have? Sorry.
Is there a shortage of food there, like they say it is?
So yes, well, first of all, I was born and raised in North Korea, and I escaped North Korea twice. First time when I was 14, and second time when I was 16 and a half. And I came to America back in 2011. With that being said, from 1994 to early 2000, North Korea went through a famine that was called the Arduous March, and United Nations approximate that around anywhere between 600,000 to 2 million people were starved to death. And the numbers are still compounding.
Wow.
Right? Numbers are still compounding
I had no
until
idea.
this day. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, there are shortage of food. The reason is because North Korea has this ideology called self-reliance ideology that actually does not depend on any other culture, right? Everything is on our own. North Korea is trying to, turn every land into a farming land, right? But not every land is, rich in mineral, right? And they can't be used as a farming land, and they don't want to use like fertilizers.
Another question. Caste system. How's the caste system? Is there a caste system?
That's
where
right.
The
Yes.
government is on top, and
That's right.
And all those people,
That's
and the
right.
soldiers. So how does the caste system work? It's government, soldiers, and who's third?
So the first class, middle class.
There's a middle class?
Middle class, yeah.
But how can there be a middle class when there's people starving?
I'll get to that. And then the lower class and the first class, right, are the direct descendants of the people who fought in the Korean War, right, during the Japanese colonial, not Korean War, during the Japanese colonial, fought with Kim Il-sung, right?
Yeah.
The descendant of those people. Middle class are much more of like the government officials, right, in a local town, and people who actually work with those kind of government officials have like their kind of like underground business in North Korea. And lower class is people who don't have anything, right, who are assigned the job, right? It's like very lower people, like.
So I'm sorry for interrupting. Communism
okay.
and socialism is very much similar, but so the people there really are given room and board, right?
That's right.
And food.
That's right.
But it's a low grade, huh? The lower grade. I mean, it's not as much the rations, because your people are having I understand that your nutrition or whatever is under, because they're not getting any bigger, like South Koreans.
Yes, that is correct. That's correct.
So what I'm asking is, how much food does a family of four get then?
Well, you're supposed to get 300 grams of rice per meal, right? For a full working adult in North Korea, that's their standards, right? So for an adult and 150 for a child, right? So imagine like you have.
So is that 600 grams and 700 grams if you have two kids a day? 300 you, 300 your wife, 50-50.
No, 150.
150.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 900 grams, right? Per meal.
But you get more than rice, right? They get more than rice, right?
That's the problem. You don't.
Oh,
You don't. Yeah, because like the North Korean, like the system, caste system, right? And socialist country, and everything supposedly provided for you in return for your service in the regime or service in anywhere, whatever you do, right? But now, because North Korea doesn't have the resources to do so, right? So people are starving. People are struggling.
Ask North Korea. One last question. You think he'll ever use a nuke?
Well, somebody that I know have said we have a bigger red button, so I don't think so.
Okay, that's all I need.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's not that stupid.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. I'm Charles.
Charles Blake.
Pleasure.